Greetings, and yet another consequence of an unintended project. I was told by my mechanic that, let's come on down here, that my lug nuts, not the studs, but the lug nuts the threads were starting to wear. And he suggested I replace the threads. So, let me show you this. Of all the seemingly esoteric things I have to deal with, but this is, in the large scheme of things, this is important. You know, window tinting and things of that sort is pretty, but this needs to be done. So, went to the store, auto parts store, and got proper lugs. Already I had this tool to take off the center cap, off the steelies. What did I have to buy though? Because I didn't already have it. You know, sometimes life is an adventure where you get new stuff and learn skills you didn't know you had, or that you didn't have before. Look at this, it's a torque wrench with the proper lug nut, what's the word I'm looking for, socket. Torque wrench, you use these, I know you can't see it real well, but you use these numbers to dial in the exact foot-pounds of torque that you want to tighten it to. And then I'm guessing when you've reached it, this little knob pops up or it does something to indicate that it's there. Now, loosening it, we really don't care. We're just loosening it to take it off. It's when we put it back on, we don't, especially because they're on wheels and the wheels are holding the car up on the road, we certainly don't want it too loose, but we also don't want it too tight. And I think 80 pounds is a good middle of the road. So let's give it a try and see how we do. So, I mean, I don't know, this doesn't look too bad. This is the nut that's supposedly in doubtable condition. Stupid manual focus. Well, anyway, the threads don't look that bad. Though, what do I know? My mechanic's been working on cars for 40 years. I've been looking at cars for 40 years, but I don't really know that much about them. The stud looks so-so. I mean, I think you'd have to do a heck of a lot of damage to strip the threads on a stud. I think he said the concern was the lugs. Well, good, because I don't feel like replacing the damn studs. The socket, the lugs are the only things I was in the mood for today. So 5 on each wheel, 20 lugs. We got our work a little cut out for us, but anyway, there it is. Now, real important that we take off one lug at a time and do not take off all 5 of them, since we do not have a jack. And if we take off all 5 of them, the car is going to collapse and the wheel's going to go to the side. So he was careful to warn, my mechanic was careful to warn me of, if you're going to do this yourself and you don't have a means of jacking it up, please, oh please, just do one lug nut at a time. And I said, yeah, okay, 10-4, duly noted, I get it. So let's see what we've done so far. Now, obviously you can tell the fresh one from the other ones a mile away. Yeah. 1, and like I said, only doing 1 at a time. There it is. All right, beautiful. Left rear side done. Nice shiny new lug nuts. Hopefully they don't fall off the car. One would hope. I would hope. I'm the one who's going to be inside it. And so from there we move on to the other 3. Okay, so bada boom, bada bing, the left half is done. That didn't take that long. You know, the first time you do it feels the most awkward, and then from there on out, it's pretty easy. I wanted to turn the car so that the side I'm working on is facing the sun, and I'm not working in the gutter, but rather uphill, benefiting from the crown and the road, so I have more maneuverability. So here we go, the right half. All right, there we go. We are done. Right as rain, all those nice shiny looking lug nuts on the wheels, though I could care less about cosmetics. I just want them to do their job. What happens is the police change the tires more often than civilians do, so those lug nuts are constantly on, off, and they strip a little bit more readily, or they have been stripped because of the history. So the old ones are in the old box, or the old ones are in the box the new one came in. And this was off the right front. And let's see. Yeah, over here behind, in front of my thumb, you can kind of see some of the surface rusting that took place. So, yeah, I guess some of these had seen better days. Hey, wait a minute. What about this one? Oh, yeah. Now that's a really good example. I mean, it's not that we couldn't have lived with it. It's just he made an advisory recommendation. He said, hey, you know, these are the weak link on your wheels. You might want to get that taken care of. So I thought it wise to take his advice. So I'm B3 Burner, and that's it with the pet project for today. Thank you for joining me. Well, several hours later, after working on the lug nuts, it's nighttime now. I was texting my mechanic, and he said that those were supposed to be torqued to 100 pounds. Crown Victoria's 100 pounds in a star pattern. And so that's not quite what I did, so I'm going to have to do it over again. Just add an extra 20 pounds to all 20 lugs, and then I should be set. That's just a little follow-up I wanted to do. Since I determined I did something in error, and I was sort of showing you what I did, I thought I would finish things off with a correction that needed to be made in the video. All right, good enough.